So here's a really easy way to catch either Spanish mackerel, ladyfish, jacks, anything from the beach that'll hit a spoon. And if I was more up north, I'd use this for bluefish. But down here, I'm in Florida. I'm around Sarasota, so I'm just using this metal silver spoon. I like the gold ones too. I don't know what size it is. You can kind of see it in my hand. Heavy enough that I can cast it out a little ways, and all I'm doing is casting it out as far as I can, and then I'm just reeling it back in. And a lot of times I will reel pretty fast. The Spanish will hit it pretty fast. So I got a pretty light leader on. I don't fish with anything less than 20-25 pound for Spanish. If I'm fishing for snook, I'm not using 20-pound leader. I'm using a lot heavier leader, but I'm not fishing for snook on the beach right now. So I'm just taking this lure and I'm slinging it out there like this as far as I can. And what I'm probably going to do is get in the water here up a little closer down the beach here, and then when I get a little deeper water and start casting it from there. But right when you're fishing for Spanish, you get, like I said, again, you got clear water. I got a heavy spoon on. It's not real heavy, but a medium, I'd say a medium-sized spoon on. It's a tsunami spoon. I don't really recommend one brand over another, but it's a tsunami spoon. But my point I wanted to make was, when you're reeling it back in, as it gets close to you, make sure you're watching behind it. There's a lot of times Spanish will follow it in. They won't hit, okay, fine, they don't hit, but it tells you you're in the right area. And so just keep casting in that area, especially if you see them following it, because you know they're in that area. So I'm out here trying to catch Spanish. I just got that one. We're using this just straight up spoon. Standing here in about chest deep water. I'm throwing as far as I can. I'm trying to get out to the little bit darker green water. One thing that people never think about too is when you're fishing, especially in saltwater, don't let this get in the water. Keep it out of the water. People I see like sitting in the water, resting, it's under the water. Man, you're just gonna ruin your reel. I mean, yeah, saltwater gets in these reels really bad. I mean, even the best ones over time will be gone. Sorry.
Oh, so pretty. Oh, wow.
All right, so I'm just going to do a little summary of the for the Spanish mackerel video that I just did. It's really easy, you know. Don't overthink this one. All you need really is just some spoons. As I drop the camera there, these are some tsunami spoons. You can buy them any Walmart, anywhere. I like these spoons. They're cheap. They last a pretty good while. I do have to change the hooks out sometimes because they get kind of rusty, and I don't want to do that with the rusty hooks. But they're pretty easy to use. Basically, like you saw in the video, all I'm doing is just slinging the lures out there as far as I can, and I'm using I got like a medium spin casting rod here, and I've got like a 7-foot rod. It's kind of really light action, so I can really throw the lure out there a long ways and get it out there a long ways. So that's the name of the game, is you want to be able to throw that lure out there a long ways. As for the fluorocarbon that I'm using a 20-pound Yozuri fluorocarbon, but I also use a 25-pound Berkeley Vanish fluorocarbon. I prefer to use the 25-pound just because the Spanish mackerel have a lot of teeth, and they can easily break through the fluorocarbon. It's really easy to do that. If the water's real light though, the water's real clear, I mean, not light. If the water's real clear, then you probably want to use a lighter leader. If the water is real dirty or turbid, you can go with a heavier leader, just so you get a little more strength. But here's the thing, if you're fishing for Spanish and the water's really dirty, you got a lot of waves out there, it's rough, there's no point to try to fish with lures probably, because if the water's rough, water's really turbid, you're probably not going to catch Spanish. So you also want to be safe. Don't get out there, as you saw, I was out there in big waves pounding over my head. I'm out there in relatively calm conditions, and I'm walking out to basically here in my chest, and I'm just basically jumping up and throwing the lure out there as far as I can to the deep water as far as I can, and I'm reeling it back as fast as I can. So that's all I'm really doing. Don't overthink it. You're just using these metal spoons, you're using the fluorocarbon, you're using a rod and a reel that you can really cast. This thing is like a 7-foot rod, light action. Throw it out there and have a good time catching Spanish mackerel, and let me know how you did. And hit the like button or subscribe. Thank you.